Hello guys, how are you? I am back working on a new goat farm. Another one of those times where I was just trying out an idea. Next thing I know, I've got animals all over the place. But I've been looking for a spot. I really hate taking a farmer away from here. But between cheese production, which is getting chewed up on that warehouse, and milk, which gets chewed up on that warehouse. I mean, sometimes I'm needing that many, I'm getting into this range, 1,700, 2,000, we're getting into big piles of milk, and the cheese is going fast, and I'm, my small farm is just not, I mean, I can wait it out. There's not a problem. I can absolutely and totally wait it out. That's no big deal. But I thought I really like goats, so I'm just going to build a little goat farm anyway, because I can. And of course, as soon as I get in here, it's dark. Sorry about that. Again, is that the last one was at night too, I think, wasn't it? That's terrible. So I mean, we could put something like this to store milk, but what have we got? You know what? I think it's unlikely we'll ever get to that many. We'll see. I might put one down anyway, just because it'll look nice, but. And extra storage is extra storage. There's no downside to that. So I'm going to pick again one of these little fake houses for it. I was thinking about putting one of these up. We could call it what? Eagle Eye Goat Farm. Yeah, it's not working for me. We could have this. We could have this as the little adobe type house. It's not. Does that feel like a goat kind of place? I mean, maybe, right? There's a lot of goats in some very dry climates. It's just super duper tiny. It feels more like a little shed out back than it does a house. Although, I mean, I don't think it's any smaller than these others, but these others are a little more clearly defined as I am a house, So we could go with this one. It has the wee porch there. I mean, these are adorable. I always like the stone and the pretty colors, the thatch, the little thatch roof. This is another prefab something or another. I mean, I guess we could. I haven't used any of these, have I? I suppose I could. I'm not sure why I'm hesitant to do so, but I feel that I am hesitant to do so. Looks like I'm going with this again. And yes, I could be filling all of this up with goats instead of a house, but I'm sitting here complaining about not enough milk production. So what do? I waste some space, but that's how I play games. We know this already. We just have to live with it. Now one thing I am going to do, I want a tree. What trees would I want? Good question. I mean, I suppose it could plant flowers, but I don't know that there's any particular benefit. No, I'm going with the trees. I'm trying to decide whether to put a row of rubber trees here for him to be harvesting, or fruit. I mean, I need rubber. I absolutely need rubber. But on the other hand, fruit is cereal now all of a sudden again, because I'm back into making sushi, so the cereal production is dropping. I mean, I could put a little row of rice over here, but I think I'll go more rubber trees, maybe. I've got 3 tamarinds back there because they produce every season, which is kind of nice. And fruit, because jam production is a big part of what I'm doing at the moment. It's the thing. I mean, I could do that. If you can't decide, do both. What the heck? Look at that. There you go. And, it's a cute little row of trees. We'll put a little fence in front. It gives the little goats some shade on a sunny afternoon, right? We had a couple of little trees and a watering trough back here. More. Although I think that is out of range, so that's not wasted for a change. And I did put these 3 trees over here, mostly again, just shade or something. I'm feeling like I should take. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take out a. Yep, I am. Be free, little goat. Sorry. And we're going to put down a tree of some sort. And you know what? Maybe we will go with something useful, but I think we want to go with something pretty. So these are tall. They are nice and tall. That's kind of cute. Sure. What the heck? This is for beautification processes here, guys. We know that, right? You know that. I will put a fence along the outside here. We'll pick one here in a minute. I might end up taking another goat out here. Now put most of them with the alpine because they're the fastest. They don't pay. I mean, pay is crap, but it's every hour and 20 minutes. I put a few of these in, and then I did put some of each, and I popped a few of these into because I love the color, and they pay really well. They're very slow, but I figured a little bit of extra help in leveling them is not a bad thing. And then, of course, they all start to wander, and it's just adorable, right? It's kind of cute. Because we are doing the farm thing, I am going to put a barn in, and that's, you know, it's a little more storage. It's only 100, but it's 100 for everything, so that's pretty good. Where is it, folks? It's in here. This is why I can't find it. So we'll put a little house in here. Now, I obviously am going to have to come and harvest some of these goats, but at least he's feeding them. And on that side, I've got, like, the feed will work. The feed goes that far. That's not a problem. He's going to keep them fed, but I will have to come around and harvest those. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I won't be doing it all that often. We know this, right? You've met me, right? And then, yeah, you know what? Let's pop the little car. It's the truck. It's collecting the milk for market. That's all right. And with that in mind, we shall do something like so. It won't reach here. It won't do that, though. That's not a good place. And this is a bad place because it won't be straight into the house because it's off-centered, of course. But anyway, we'll start with roads. I guess I could do a thing like this, and like it's a little porch or something. Is that good? I don't know. It's weird is what it is, but sigh. What are we gonna want here? I mean, we know we need trees. You always need trees. There you go. We need a little greenage. We can put some more trees back here for the wee little goats to have a bit of shade. I think so. Actually, let's put in a great big yew tree. They give some height and structure to a place, don't they? It's like tree. You know you've met a proper tree at this point. And I think that one. Another little watering trough here under. You can have a drink and rest in the shade. Oh, it's so cute. They can come in the back of the barn there. That part's okay. You know, yeah, we get this fenced in. It should be all right. It's not, you know, it's not spectacular. It's totally okay. You know what? We'll put some feed down. That's it. We're gonna put some feed down back here behind the barn for my critters, and bales of hay. Sure, because they need that too. There you go. There we be. And those lined up the same way. That's better. There you go. Our little puppy sitting there. Why don't we give the little puppy a doghouse? I know I have one somewhere. We can put a little doghouse. It'll be our little sheepdog's house. That's what it is. There you go. And these are always pretty. We'll put one of you out here. Got to put in one pot of flowers. It's me we're talking about. We got to put in one pot of flowers. What do we want? Something the goats won't eat. Oh God, as if. Goats really seem to like flowers a lot. I like those. I really like those. Those are lovely. We'll put, that'll be just fine. So we get a couple of splashes of yellow. I was hoping the roof of that house would be a little more red to go with the barn, but it's, you know, it's okay. Now I got to figure out what fence I want on this. I am going to be the one harvesting these goats. I've got to, you know what? Let's just do more goats. I mean, we got somebody feeding them, and that's the big battle, is just keeping them fed, right? So we're going to put in some nice, neat, tidy blocks of goats, because this is about me having to harvest, not the fella. And maybe that's enough. I sure won't need 2 of these kicking around. I don't know where else to put it for right now, but what is, this is where we're going to be having our campground. Cool. We have a flower farm on one side and little goats on the other. Oh my God, it would be such a great place to spend the summer. You can take a walk in the evening and go visit the goats. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. I like it. Come for the, come to the campground, and then you can just go visit the goats in the evening. It'll be charming. I think I'm going to fence this whole blasted hill in and just make it look like a finished product. I really do think that is going to be the case here, folks. Puts a few more trees back here. Actually, I'm going to put another barn back here. This is totally big enough for a barn. If I'm not going to put more goats down, we're going to put another barn down. And I put it in backwards, didn't I? Yep. Here we go. This way. There you go. And then we'll add the little tree that I wanted to find. Barrels are good. Oh, here we go. This is good. More feed for the goats. 'Tis perfect. And then we'll put the tree over here. And these guys. Actually, I'm going to put a couple of them over here. Do I want another? I think I do. And then we'll figure out where the fence goes, and I'm certain we'll be adding more trees as we go. But so this is going to, I think this is really going to help the milk production, because that entire section there to the right is going to be taken care of. I'm not even going to have to worry about that. And, we'll get a few more diamonds and a few more fruit every season, and that's okay. That's good. It's not really a big deal for this, but an alpine goat. Do I want to take out one more goat for a tree? I'm kind of feeling like it's needed, don't you? My poor little fella here is going to be counting on that tiny little brawly to give him shade all the time, and I think a nice big tree would be a better choice. That's going to cast a little more shade, give a little more room for the animals too, that's okay. There, that doesn't look so bleak. Where do I want to run the fence? I'm thinking about starting right out here. And just, what fence do I want around this guy, folks? What do you think? What about you? I mean, that's no. That's a no. That's possible. I know it's called a Viking fence, but there's nothing that jumps out and screams, "I am a Viking, I shall raid your shoreline." It's just a fence. It's kind of a pretty fence. Like the gate on it. It's cute. Might come back to this. We don't want the oriental. I mean, this is solid. This is good. It gets the job done. This one feels rustic. Yeah, that's so good. The brick feels a bit posh. Stone is always good. This might be cute. I know it says residential, but we haven't done the white picket fence thing anywhere else. I have not used that anywhere, like, ever. Maybe I do. Now this is one you're going to have to get in the right order, I think, all the time, because it looks quite different on one side than the other. So we want this baby facing in, which could be, no, I don't want this one, because this one could be a problem. Unfortunately, on the hills over there, this one could be a problem. I need something that will be the same. Although I like the white picket fence thing, but I'm not going to use it. Because when you get to these areas, I won't be able to face it in because of that hill. It'll have to face out. So if I'm going to do this, then I would end up, see what the, ooh, here. I can't point and hover over it on the same time. Let's have a quick, good, solid look at this, because I think you have, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. If I am wrong, I'm just going to put that back. Because sometimes there's, like this one, you know, you've got the boards are on one side of the fence. It makes a difference how you place that one. But I'm sitting here looking at this now. Now that side, the main post shows very clearly. And if it does on the other side too, I'm okay. And does it show as clearly though? See that the railing that the slats are on, it is different, isn't it? Because this one, it's on the back. Okay, maybe it's not. You know what? Let's go out here. Let's place one out here and have a good proper look at this. Because what's going to happen here? It'll go that way, but it won't go this way. So let's get in close. Because this one, it looks like the top rail, the top board, it's got the up and down slats behind it, right? So I thought, oh, then that means on this side. But on this side, they look like they're behind it as well. Well, that's a thing. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. But you know what? I think I'm just talking myself into a stone wall here. I think I'm going with a stone wall again. I just, yeah, this is going to be just fine. If I aim it in the right direction. Whoops, wrong button. But that's okay, because it's only diamonds. So this is going to leave a fair bit of garden yard room here in front. So I don't know, there might be another, we could do another barn. I'll want a gate there for the fence or the road words. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I've been having to wait on milk, and that's, yeah, this one should go out because that entire row along this hillside will have to go out. Like so. Yeah, that'll be cute. I think it'll help. It'll help with the milk quite a lot. And rather than what I did in the big farm I recycled, you know, I'll put down a plot of goats and then I'll go over and I put lots of feeders beside them and take care of them and do all the things. And then you know, I don't really have a place for them. It's not permanent because I'm thinking I'll just put them down while I need them. And you know, you sort of putz around with that. And then you end up with an animal over here and a clump of animals over there. And it's nothing really settled. And I thought, yeah, I don't want to do it that way this time. I want to have a little more, I just wanted a little more clear, definite, placed properly. I want something that I know is done. It's in place and I don't have to think about it. And I think I will follow, I'm not going to follow this entire hill, but I don't feel any particular need to take up all this space out here either. So we'll jig and jog in a couple of places, and these little areas will just be, I can plant more trees. You can always plant more trees. Whoops, that one flipped on me. But this one doesn't seem to matter too much one way or the other. The brick ones are weird. They really don't fit very well. You always get a bit of a gap in corners, and it doesn't seem to matter. That went on this one. Did you see that? I have tried this so many times with fences, and it just would not go. But it's going today. I will take it. Whatever works, folks. I guess I could have used any blasted fence I want. And sometimes I wonder if these things changed, or, you know, or if just weird glitches one day or something, like the blasted countdown for events. You know, I watched one for a couple of days there, and it's like, oh, it's 3 days. That's great. And then I get in here, and it's like 3 minutes. All right, we'll just watch the countdown. And then it disappears, and there's no event. It's like, seriously? You're just faking me out here on purpose? Well, that's not nice. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we have a fence up. So I don't know if this is supposed to be working or supposed to be not working. I actually have no idea. That's the best part. You know what? I don't need these here. I don't need this one or this one, because I've turned that into farm instead of road. But you will come out here and here. We will put a gate in, because you can't have little goats running away. Although the minute you do that, I'm thinking about setting it back, because it removes the road. I mean, it doesn't actually remove the road. The road is still there. It's just, it stops you from seeing it. Is that weird? It is a little. It definitely is a little weird. Let's see. We'll do this one just normal. I mean, I guess that's okay too. No, well, it was just an idea. I didn't say it was a good idea. I'm getting the wrong one, aren't I? Yeah, oh yeah. You go here. You, not you, you get out of my life. No. How does that pea gravel? It looked like the fence was lit up. There we go. And move you to like so. There we see, this gate is different inside and outside. So let's make sure I've got those the same. And I do. Man, I got it right the first time. Wowzer. Okay, I think I'm going to put another barn over here, because it feels like it would not be a bad thing. That's a lot of goats, right? And it's more storage for me, so yay. Although if I'm going to put another barn over here, now here it feels like that. See, the gate is like right up against. No, they see, that's just stupid right there. That's a dumb idea. Now I kind of want another one though. What can I say? I kind of do. So where would I put that baby? Because that's just a bad idea. That's no good at all. All right, you know what? We're not gonna. The heck with it. If I want another barn, I can place it somewhere else. It's gonna be just fine. I think I will put. What am I looking for? Not that. Dum-dum-dum. This one. We'll put some greenage over here, just because we can. And that'll look pretty. I think we could do, you know what, we'll do the same over here someplace. Maybe in front of this row of trees, we'll just put a row of these things. We could put a little sign up. It's a little goat farm. I don't know if we have goats we can put on the sign, but maybe milk. I don't know. We'll see. I will change those colors in a minute. I want to see what's on the signs. We need a sign like so. I swear to God, I couldn't make my finger move. That was ridiculous. So I'm looking for a sign. Is that going to be in here, or has in here? A wooden sign that says what? We have plants. I could put footballs if I had. You know what? If I had a football farm, we'd be fine. But I'm really hoping for a critter here, folks. all the nuts and the flowers, and that's the goat we use the most, but we've got all of them. Now we just have to pick which one we think is prettiest. I have to vote to the prettiest goat. I do kind of like these. And they are the posh ones. That shows really good against the light colored sign, which is why I picked it. But that's pretty good. We have a goat. Actually, do I want it inside the fence or just out here? I guess inside is good. Inside seems okay. I can plant another little bit of treeage over here, like so. All right, let's what are we gonna do here? We're not growing Brussels sprouts here, folks. This is not our intent. What colors would be nice here? What do we have? We got the red in the yew tree. We've got red barns. You know what? I've got the orchids over there. Let's just stick with the orchids. I love those flowers. Those green glossy leaves are just so pretty. I mean, they do come in different colors too, but I like the white ones. I think these are just beautiful. And this is the second most most productive, not productive. The word. You know how I use the I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. The Gerber daisies are what I make the most money on. These are the second that I make the most money on. The white orchids are. You get some really good prices on these babies. They are nice. We grow orchids on our goat farm. We're so posh. I like it. And there we go. A nice row of white flowers in front of a clearly planted row of trees. My little puppy jumps the fence. Come on, puppy. My little Pete. And here. Sure. And here. And back over here too. Why not? A clump o' trees. Sure. I'm not sure that way shrine should be in there, but this is where I'm going to be using it. So I'm definitely going to want this close by so that I can check on the goats as often as possible. Where do I have them? Well, I've got the 13 there, but that'll probably get moved. We're going to want one. Well, the campground is where number 6 is. Actually, exactly where it is not a bad place, but I'll put it back on this corner for now. Although, you know, up here it kind of feels like it's part of the farm, doesn't it? You know what? It'll be fine. There you go. It's gonna look good right there. Maybe that's where we stack the milk jugs that get picked up by the company. Oh yeah, that's our plan right there. That's what that is. That's our little depot station. We got this. So let's go back to the other side and have a wee look at what I fenced off or didn't fence off over here. There is a wee green patch there. I think we could definitely put another tree or two back here because can you ever have too many trees? Not in any world I'm in. We know that, right? We have that row of tamarins there. Should we want something else back here? Just in a row on purpose, you know, like, oh, I planted them as a windscreen, you know, on the farm sort of feeling. I think I'm just gonna put 4 of these in. Okay, put them there on purpose to break the wind that comes roaring across these wide open fields. We could put one of these in because we don't have one. And I think that's about all we can. I mean, we got a bit of space there, but we got the hay in it. We got bales over here. Our little puppy has a place to sleep, get out of the sunlight, get a drink of water when we come to visit. There are watering troughs in 2 or 3 places for the goats. I'm feeling like I want to take one goat out right here and put the water trough in. But we have one at either end. I'm gonna say that's probably fine. You know what? We could put one here. But yeah, we're okay. Or that lovely water pump. Where be the water pump? It's so pretty. This one, a wind pump. It's about wind, but it's, you know, it's pumping water. It is a strange place for it, I admit. So maybe that's not where it belongs. You know, brushing up against those trees. I think, you know what? I think maybe I'm going to move this tree into somewhere else. And then we'll put it over here in the open. It was just an idea, okay? You guys, sometimes you just gotta place something and say, oh, that's what we need to do. We need to put it right here beside the watering trough. And that tree could have stayed where it was, but who knew that? Now we'll put it back. This is good. And that's what we're running our pipes from to fill water. That's good. I like that. That's fine. We have one little yellow pot here. We've got orchids growing up there. By Jove, I think we've got it. I think I'm done. So my milk production should pick up. Things should be looking better here pretty soon. Get a little bit more storage all down the row by popping in a couple more barns. I mean, 200 each of everything is pretty good. It's not bad. Look at the little goat rear up and try to butt somebody else. This little guy right there. Look at him. Oh, you cute little guy. I mean, I love goats. They're just the most fun little critters to have around. They are lovely. I mean, it's pretty crowded, but the cool part is by having this extra space, even on the hills over here, the little bit of lawn that sits in front of us directly here, it feels a little less crowded. You get more the feeling that the animals are hanging out together because they want to and not because they've been jammed into a place, you know, a factory farm situation, which this always looks like in this game. Because you know, if you're going to actually harvest them, there have been times when I've placed like a green patch of short grass here because it changes the colors, you know, when you place them, and then a goat, and then a patch of grass and a goat, and so they move around more. They look like they had more space, but of course it's hell to harvest. I mean, it's not good. So I find by leaving more space around and adding the trees and things, it feels a little less horrendous for the poor animals. I feel better having the extra room kicking around the places. You and I know they can't get to it, but you know, our brain gets a better impression of all of it, so that's okay. I'm done. I have a farm. I have a new goat farm. There you go. I hope you guys get some inspiration to be completely non-efficient on your own farms. Oh my goodness. Oh, anyway. Different strokes, right? I've never seen another farm put together quite like I do. They all tend to be a lot more efficient than me, but I'm having fun. So, you know, this is why I play, right? Thank you guys for being here. See you next time.